Now I'm here, I see the light, I wanna steal, I wanna fight. You do what's wrong, I do what's right. I'm flying high, just like a kite. The world's my oyster, have a bite. I'm at my peak, I'm at my height. Evil wanted, white fleet nights, it's always grey, not black and white in dinos.
Hello, my friends, and welcome back to another very thrilling installment of Session Zeros presents Deserts and Dinos! Yeah! Now, my friends, I have some very lovely people at the table with me here today. To my left.
Hello, I am Dizzy, and I play Miss Jolene Hart, our party's bard.
My name's Griffin LeBlanc. I play one of our party's barbarians.
Hi, my name's Danny. I'll be playing Vinny the Lad, the party's fighter.
Why'd you say that as Vinny the Lad?
Because I gotta warm him up somehow.
Okay. The vocal stim's gotta go.
The vocal fry has to happen at some point.
It has to happen. My name is Tatum. I am the other barbarian, the Raven Mocker.
Howdy, y'all. My name is Ace, and I play Declan Fairweather, our party's rogue sorcerer.
I'm Mina. I'm playing Santiago Rawhide, our party's ranger.
And sadly, we are missing one of our dear friends today. Amelia could not join us.
R.I.P.
We love you.
Fighting
Not dead,
some
just
bronchitis or
Some
yet.
horrible illness.
something like that. So in the meanwhile, I will be playing Miss Chastity Grace
Our
along
dear
with
Chastity.
everybody else. Now, my friends, where we last left off in this wicked world in the wasteland beyond,
That's a lot of H's that just aren't there.
we find our party in the mouth of a cave where the Blue Devil used to lie. The sound of rushing water, we see kind of bobbing casks of cactus wine. We feel a loss. We may have won a battle. We maybe survived something that we shouldn't have by sedating this creature instead of outright killing it. But in doing so, we lost the Hoardmother entirely, who, after the Blue Devil was sedated, whispered something in its ear. It jolts up. She takes a lit stick of dynamite out of her saddlebag, throws it at the ceiling. The explosion caves in as her and the Blue Devil bound out to freedom. And we're stuck here with our party.
Lost Tart.
Tart.
We lost Tart. Abigail, a trusted velociraptor who was Sweetie's kind of foil. So we are here. I need to know how much food we have and what our plans are.
You said it was...
Unfortunately, I do have just one melon left.
Rest in peace, the melons. You said it was 20 degrees to 180, right? About?
Just like sundown.
Yeah, just
more or
about.
less.
Okay.
We are nearing the end of the road here, so you either can kind of hightail it back into town, or you can kind of take a longer.
One round.
I have two.
I think it might be smart for us to stay here for the night.
I will say, I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, we have 3 rations from Chastity, who had taken as many mushrooms as she could and dried them out into jerky. We also have rations made from the remains of Tart, unfortunately. Yeah. How many we have there?
You got.
You didn't give us...
No,
Oh,
I asked after.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Did you have a number?
you said two.
2? Go ahead and roll me another d4 and add that to it.
And this is rations from
Rations from Tart that were
it's hiding back here.
I would. Can I make an argument that the amount of rations that Santiago gets should be a survival check?
What was the number? Was it 4?
Yeah.
4.
Okay, 6 rations total. You were able to cut that
About
many,
as best as it's gonna get. So.
many steaks out of the remaining flesh that isn't unusable.
Wonderful.
Slay.
Can I consume the rest?
Yeah, you won't get anything from it.
Just
but,
raw.
I'm sorry, you kind of like sat down eating a corpse next, like with a melon in your hand, kind of going bite for bite.
How far are we from town?
We're about. You would have to leave now to get there by sundown. So here's another thing. You can also go out to try to scavenge for some goods. Here's how that would work. It would be you would be going into an encounter, but you would get to roll twice and take the better of the 2 options. So some of them can provide food, some of them are just straight up encounters. Choice is yours.
Santiago, what are your thoughts about our state of survival if we sleep here through the night?
I'd like some shelter, but I think there's too much going on right now to head back. So I think let's make do with what we got, get some more while we're here, and set up camp.
Wonderful.
Point of order.
Yes.
Who else has the Wanderer Outlander feature? Just me?
I
I
think
think
it's
just you. Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Then can I utilize that right now?
Go ahead. What are you looking for?
And with my Outlander feature, I can, for myself and up to 5 creatures, provided land.
Okay. This is something a little bit different because survival is such a big part of this game.
That's fair.
That it kind of nullifies any survival aspects.
Gotcha.
So here, we have fresh water that is running, because we are stuck in the bottom of this cave. And we also have some amount of food coming in the form of mushroom jerky, remains, or melons, or otherwise. Don't forget, we also have a kind of compartment, the kind of like softish walls of some hollowed out place in the middle of this cave. And we also have wine. So what would we like to do here?
Jolene's going for the wine.
Okay. Jolene, are you head up kind of in this kind of shallow water? It's kind of coming up to your ankles. You have to like hike up your skirt for it. And you are kind of hauling this like 100-pound like big jug of wine onto the shore. And you kind of just like maybe like take your high heel off and like like knock it open and you just start like drinking out of it.
Oh, my friend.
Yes.
Could we find anything to block up the entrance to this cave?
I can find rock.
Works for me.
How big is the entrance to the cave? I assume pretty large.
Pretty large. But it was small enough for the Blue Devil to not get out. So it was
Right.
like kind of like maybe 3 people standing shoulder to shoulder.
Is there enough debris from the explosion that I could...
Yeah, definitely.
Cool.
Yeah.
I'll block up
No
the
roll
cave.
necessary. Kind of just like various rocks and things that you're able to find.
Yeah, but,
As well as there are a ton of these glowing mushrooms that are kind of everywhere.
yeah, but what do we do about the big hole in the ceiling?
Well,
That's
I suppose.
easy prey for shooting down in.
Well, we don't be in range of ceiling. We go deeper into cave.
That could work.
He makes a point.
So near like
We're near the
from the
mouth.
combat
Yeah.
map. I'm
Yeah.
assuming we're near where we started.
We're,
Yeah.
kind of
Yeah.
the mouth.
There's like a
the
little
entrance.
like there's running water over there. We have
No.
we can try to get into that secret area again if you guys want to try.
Like
that.
I said, there are kind of pools and things of
Right.
fresh water, so you have supplies here.
Yeah.
And there's no
Uh,
other like creatures. I'm assuming like
Anyone
probably
who wants to
bugs.
can make me a survival check or a nature check.
Let's do it.
To see if there's anything else.
Nat 20.
Ooh. This cave is sealed off.
Fair enough.
This is on a natural 20. The only other places that this cave could lead
Mhm.
is up into the waterfall itself. You would have to climb over running water to get anywhere else.
Gotcha.
And you kind of discern that the Blue Devil has been surviving off of here through kind of adventurers who come down here and get eaten. The running water and kind of the mushrooms that are here. They have been growing and eating and growing and eating.
25 nature check.
25 nature check. What are you looking for? Anything else?
I think I am looking for, yes, the mushrooms that we can eat. I think I'm looking for like if I'm looking up at that ceiling,
Mhm.
what around us control protection against?
There
Incoming.
are a ton of crooks and crannies that you can kind of snuggle yourself into, especially you of shorter stature. I think you kind of just like take a nap under one of these like big bouncy mushrooms as you are like all out of line of sight. There's like you're not like fish in a barrel here shooting down at this kind of cavern
Right.
for no reason.
I mean, the ceiling was open in the first place.
Yeah,
so,
there were small cracks in the ceiling.
So people would have
that's where
found
the
this.
light kind of was
Yeah.
shining through.
Yeah.
You also Go ahead and give me. You said 25 nature check.
Mm-hmm.
Give me another nature check with advantage, please.
Ooh.
I have expertise.
2d20. 2d.
Yeah, I was gonna say I get expertise, which already gives me advantage. So it's
That's not how expertise works.
that's not
Expertise is double your proficiency bonus.
double my profi. That's yeah.
But now you're rolling with 2 metal dice.
2 metal.
I thought you would
dice.
enjoy that.
I did really. There you go. What is it?
25.
25 again? Yeah. 25 again.
On another 25, you think that you could fashion something out of this big bounty mushroom.
Moon shoes.
I was just thinking that.
Moon shoes. He's already.
Moon
Shoes. Oh
shoes.
my
You're
god.
playing a lot of rivals. The moon.
The moon haunts you.
In what? In what way?
You think you probably can make some sort of kind of boot or something out of this like bouncy material. Maybe not now, but you could like grab some of this and find someone who could. Or if you wanted to make the check right now, you could.
Yeah, I'll do it. I'll do a check right now. Why not? We're long resting right now, right? Yeah, so I'll make the
We're
check
long
right
resting.
now.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, go ahead and give me we'll call it a sleight of hand check,
Okay.
please. I need you to beat a DC 15. Anything more than that is going to get you more benefit.
That's a 4. It's missing a 1 in front of it, so that's a 7.
7 is not going to cut it, unfortunately. You're just not crafty like that. Like, your mind works in a different way. Maybe you could find someone else that could fashion this into something for you.
I'll take some of the bits.
Kind of cut it off with a pocket knife and stick it in your bag. Does anyone else want to do anything? We see Vinny sleeping under a mushroom. We see maybe Declan starting a fire with Santiago.
Jolene led Patchy to the water and is letting him
And,
slurp that
uh,
up.
I'm just gonna say you have like a glass of wine.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
you've just found a glass.
Yeah.
And you're like,
Declan is actually off in the corner, in the most secluded corner he can find in this cave, with his pipe, writing in his journal.
beautiful. Anything you'd like to share, or is this kind of the secrets?
I'm writing a letter. I'm writing. Speaking out loud as I write. My dear Emerald, it has been far too long since I have had time to write, but I figured I would keep you updated on our journeys. We landed in Tarnation after some difficulty on the train, and he just essentially is lining out everything that has happened to the party in the past couple days, and he ends the letter with, "I can't say whether or not I hope more never to see you again, or to see you again sooner. So for now, I just say I will see you. Love, Joseph."
Beautiful. I think you take a big drag out of your pipe and kind of softly close up your notebook. Is there anything else we'd like to do here?
I want to start a fire.
Fire's already started.
Oh, well,
As soon as the set, hey, we're starting here, someone's starting a fire.
great. Well, then Or's just gonna sit by the fire, kind of in like one of those like he's just kind of like staring at it as close as he can get without like getting burned by it, obviously.
Yeah. Go ahead
And
and
I think he would also take first watch if there's an order to that.
give me just an insight check on yourself, please.
Okay. Oh, thanks. Another nat 20.
Whoa! I will tell you this.
So insightful to your own self.
I was gonna say I think I have a
you
very
are,
shit
if
insight.
anything,
Or is self-discovering.
conscious, right?
Yeah,
I think there's a part of you that feels alone.
definitely. That's what I was feeling.
I think you feel at a loss. I think you understand your place, and it's somewhere non-human. You feel, I think, more akin to the dinosaurs that were slain today, as you are handling this corpse and making a meal of it. I think
I'd like to think that in his culture, in the before time, eating the corpse of someone was almost respectful in a way. Like it's not letting
Definitely.
anything going to waste.
it's to you. It is everything becomes one with the sand.
Right.
Everything becomes one with the earth once again. You are facilitating that process of you fought so bravely to give your life. The least I can do is give your life force to somebody else who would
Right.
fight. As is the way of a champion. You eat, and your wish is if you were killed, someone would eat you. As is the circle of life.
If she may, I think Jolene sees thinks, oh, it's so sad that Aura's just sitting there like staring into the fire alone.
Yeah, I
And
think
I
there's
think-
like a hollowed out melon, like
Yeah.
kind of like in
Yeah.
the lap.
So Jolene, I think, kind of gets finds another empty glass and gets some of the wine and like comes over. And I don't know if she says anything, but she like hands the wine over and like sits with him. Patchy's kind of like there as well. And she opens and she hands the wine over in like an effort to like open up the conversation if he wants to talk about anything, but more of just like you're not alone, like you're part. I'm here with you. We're all here with you.
Yeah.
And there's a whole team here.
Would we like to initiate a series of campfire stories?
Oh, we haven't done that. That's
I would like
Can
that.
I
yes.
do something?
I
really
think that
quick
would be
Yes,
fun.
of course.
Hold,
Put a pin in the
hold,
story. Santiago, what would you like to do, darling?
I was gonna ask if there was any way that Santi could fashion like a weapon or a keepsake out of anything he's
Oh, out of Sweetie?
scavenged from Tart.
Oh yeah, Sweetie's love.
Yes.
Definitely. Go ahead and give me we'll call it a DC. We'll call it DC 25. No, 20. DC 18 nature check with advantage.
Okay.
DC 25 was insane.
This one, right?
Yeah.
Sea elements.
Go for it.
Ooh.
Roll with advantage.
Nature.
Nature check, yes, please.
19.
19. Wonderful. Okay, you beat it by 1. What are you looking to fashion here?
I was thinking making like a sort of like dagger out of like a talon
Yeah.
or like a necklace out of a tooth or something.
I mean, you can do both. You get you immediately are able to kind of like fashion a hunting knife out of one of the like kind of bones and her claw. Go ahead and write down. It is going to be a +1 dagger. And it's a D4, so it uses your dexterity modifier, and it has the thrown property. But it's not magical in any other way.
Yeah.
And then you're able to just fashion a necklace and like maybe one of her scales into like a little necklace or something to give potentially away.
Yes.
Anything else we'd like to do, gang?
I think while Aura's staring into the fire, he'd pull out that other dagger that didn't break during the fight.
Yes.
From the devil tooth.
From
and
the tooth, yeah.
Start sharpening that.
Sharpening it. Are you?
And I think, and then once it's sharpened, I'd like to take whatever's left of the corpse and dip the dagger in the blood of Tart to kind of coat that with Tart's a girl
yeah.
with her memory.
Aw.
Yeah. Wonderful. Yeah, I think Or is silent. I think this is something for everybody to see. You see Or is like really doing some like ritualistic kind of stuff. And I think you've not seen him in this way because up until now he's not fought and killed anyone that has been valiant. And again, to see the loss of an innocent life that was not supposed to be here in the first place. It's different when you're being attacked and it is self-defense. There is sanctity in death, and there is a courage and a way to go about war. And we all, I think, see this here. Okay, campfire stories. One of our very new mechanics exclusive to this campaign setting. Campfire stories is a mechanic where a party can get to know each other better by lighting a campfire and basking in its warmth and getting to know each other. This can be initiated by any single party member at the kind of beginning of a long rest, and we can swap true canonical stories of one another in order to kind of strengthen our resolve. Here, I'm going to say, let's have Or go first.
Ah, damn it.
What?
I I'm ready. I wasn't expecting to be first. But let's do it.
I think it is the only thing that can break the silence.
Yeah, that's fair.
Is the rest of us are watching you.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, let's make up some bullshit then. Also, I was looking at the benefits from that.
Mhm.
Our survival inspiration has now gone up since we're level 5.
Yes, it
So our
is.
survival inspiration is now a D8.
Nice.
Pretty cool.
And that counts for Santiago as well, even though you're level 4.
Okay. And I'm here too.
Yeah.
I helped.
You finish kind of like wrapping this kind of like ceremonious blade.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Who are you still? Declan's still in his corner.
I think
Because like, where is it? Are we all surrounded? Are we all surrounding the campfire?
I think everybody is kind of making their way.
As
towards you. I
I-
think you were the one who started the campfire, and then everyone has kind of
We've
sauntered over
established
to you.
Jolene is next to you as
Yeah,
well.
right.
as I see you start your process, I will walk over in curiosity.
Mhm.
So I am standing around the fire with you.
It is difficult to adjust to this world. Where I come from, this is not the way we live. We live for survival and nothing more. Survival is all I have known. Fighting is all I have known. And while I appreciate everyone being so okay with my limited brain,
Here, here.
I think we all kind of see that during this conversation, it's like articulating is not one of your strong
right.
points.
That's yeah,
You are almost like white knuckling kind of the words out of your head.
exactly.
What else is it? Are you trying to convey here?
I apologize that I could not save
Tart.
Tart. Da.
It's okay. Nothing much could really have been done.
I lost a pet in the before. It was I was just a what's the word for like small dinosaur cub? Not
Yeah.
sure.
This is your
Hatchling.
backstory. buddy.
Yeah, I was
There
like,
you
I
go.
couldn't. What? Hatchling.
Hatchling.
Thank you.
Yeah.
It was nothing but a hatchling when I found winged dinosaur, small beak. It was very pretty. Most pretty thing I have ever seen. First time I think I thought of something as pretty. And then the horde came. It was, like I said, fighting is all I know, and my picked on me for being the runt. And I noticed that I was happy and decided to take that from me. The first time I know loss.
It's never easy.
I wish not to feel it again.
You and me both, buddy. I'm sorry.
Hence why I keep fighting, and I fight to survive. As he slams his fist down the whole cave, shakes.
Yeah, the fire jumps up.
10 feet in the air. Thank you, bulldozing punch. Anyway,
Ouchie. Ow.
so again, I thank you for your kindness.
Would anyone like to chime in?
Come on, Miss Talker. Where you at?
Drowning in wine.
Crying is trying
Just
to
shaking,
stop
like
crying.
the glass shaking as like she like goes to like drink from it.
Like pouring from a bottle.
There's only barrels, brother. There's
Only
only barrels.
Yo, the minute you said, and then the horde came, immediately.
Okay.
Christ.
Let me recover from crying. Sorry. Thanks for that beautiful, beautiful speech, Griff. You're great. Okay. Anyway. All right. So Jolene, after that very beautiful, well, not beautiful, very tragic speech from Orr, emotions are Jolene's thing. She doesn't like when people feel. Not that he said that he feels like he's an outsider, but he did. Like, he said that he's not from here, and it's hard, and she gets that. So that's where she kind of like, I think a lot of people, because of who I am and how I act, think that they know a lot about me and where I'm from, what I've been through, all that. Chastity's really, I think, the only person who knows everything.
Yeah.
And
Cassie kind of like puts her hand like in yours.
and Jolene holds it. And it's not been the sunshines and roses I think a lot of people think that it's been for me. So I get what it's like to be an outsider. I've been on the run. Shocker. Been on the run for, not that long. I was on the run for a little bit, then I settled down and that was great. But I'm used to settling. This is a new world for me. I don't like confrontation. I like being there and done. So I get what it's like to feel like an outsider and to appreciate your guys' kindness. So you're not alone, in feeling like an outsider to all this. It's not in my nature either. And we're all living lives that we're not used to and trying to escape horrors from past ones. So you're not alone in that. Yeah, we've all been through some shit, to be fair. And that's what I have to say. No one here is stranger to some tragic horrors, I'm sure.
On that, Miss Jolene, I owe you, Santiago, my deepest and sincerest thanks. I do not remember much before the age of maybe 10, and everything after that was running. And it's always been away. So, you, primarily for now, but all of you, Mocha, you less so, but we'll figure something out, I'm sure, have made it less running away. And I finally feel like I'm running towards something. And it's a better feeling, I will say that. I'm not a very honest man. But I will do my best not to lie to you.
Wonderful. If nobody else has anything else to add, it doesn't necessarily have to be every single person chiming in.
Mm-hmm.
We can continue on with this. The rule stipulates that we need to make a group performance check in order to make this happen.
So it's everyone rolls and we combine the number, or take the mean of the number? Or
It is everyone has to beat a 13.
everyone has to be
But
13.
I will say the DC of this check, since Oars was so compelling,
Before
and
we
on a natural 20 insight check.
before
Yes.
we roll, as Declan Joe feels this like kind of sharing stick moment winding down, I think I would like to take my melon mask that Orr made for me earlier today.
I forgot about that.
And I would like to look at everyone, hold my mask up, and go, and now, a dramatic retelling of the day's events. And I'll put the mask on.
Wonderful.
I'll put the melon mask on and reenact today through a dramatic
Like
series of
Shakespearean
hand
monologue.
Does your smoke
Yes.
like create
Yeah.
images?
I'm using prestidigitation and my pipe smoke to create to create shapes.
I'll give you the
Dinosaurs on
help
top of
action, and
dinosaurs.
I'll play the dinosaur.
There you go.
Wonderful. Very, very sweet. Like I said, this DC is going to be reduced by 5.
This is a
Oh my
performance.
god.
The performance check. Declan, you are able to make this with advantage as you are performing.
Sweet.
Jolene, you're fine.
Jolene gets a plus 10 to this,
everyone,
so unless I roll
so
a
this is
1.
DC 8 performance check to attempt to. Anyone who succeeds gets the
All the
benefits,
4 benefits.
and then anyone who fails fails.
Does a 26 count?
no.
Yeah, you're good.
Yeah.
Tatum, please tell me you get.
I would give my life to get a 1.
Do you want to? Do you
Eight.
want to take a move to roll a 1?
Does that give me an advantage later?
Yeah.
As a 8 from me, so I hit it.
Okay.
It's highly unlikely that I'll fail this.
I'm
But I'm not charismatic.
You're getting it. Well, your story was the most compelling. You have advantage.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. Can I
I
use this?
cried.
Your mom cried.
Roll that shit.
18.
Fuck yeah. Okay, we all make it. Anybody who wants to, you can choose one of the 6 major skills to add +1 to.
+2.
Well, plus 2 to the small number, +1 to the big number. Or no, reverse side.
All I'm saying here is you may gain a +2 to one of your primary skills of your choice for the next 24 hours.
So to the skill score. So score and modifier are different. Modifier is the +3, +4, +5.
Right.
The score is going to be the 18, 19, 20.
Gotcha.
So
it's
it's
just
essentially
increasing.
you're increasing one of. Don't like. This is temporary, so like don't change all of your skills for it. Just keep it in mind.
Right. It's just for this. I'm assuming.
Everybody, we can roll 2 of our hit dice to gain temporary HP, and this HP doesn't go away until it gets used.
2 of your.
Yeah, so it's going to be a D12 for
my
the 2
God.
barbarians, D10 for the ranger and the fighter. I believe it's a D8 for our bard, and then a D8 for the rogue as well.
Oh, do we get all of these things?
This is fucking.
Yeah.
Oh my god,
Yeah.
I thought we had to pick a thing.
No, it's
Guys, yeah, this is awesome.
all
Talk to each other.
participating
Oh
party
my
members
God.
gain
What was
the
it,
following.
two?
Oh my
benefits.
god, I
so what's
misunderstood. I was
plus
like,
two
I
what?
thought there was a choice afoot.
I'm still debating on what I'm
D10?
giving my +2 to because I
You're
can't go
12.
to 21.
Oh,
for my
oh,
strength,
hit dice.
but
Not yet.
not yet.
Roll it
And then
again.
it's your temporary HP.
Oh wait, no, you should be rolling.
And
the
then
D10.
we also-
You were right the first.
I critted
Oh.
both of
My
those.
apologies.
Nice.
8.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Well, now I forgot which
What?
one it was.
This room?
I'm so back.
Yeah,
The
we're
Bible.
so back, brother.
Okay, so
And we don't have to use any rations for tonight.
Dude, mega.
mega dub.
And then we all gain, if you
Can I
already
see
had a
that?
survival inspiration, it goes up to a D8. If you didn't have a survival inspiration, you get a D8. Wonderful. With that being said, we have a long rest, gang. We have
Congratulations.
we have a lovely little kind of powwow here. We're kind of full. We're drinking off of cactus wine. The food that we ate is non-existent, but we have our belly full and spirits are up. We all go to sleep for the night. My friends, we wake up to the bright light streaming down through the hole in the top of the cave. And it is time for us to head out. Where to first?
Is the fire still cindering or is it completely out?
It's kind of getting there.
I would
It's,
like
it's
to-
been tended to all night.
Sure. I would like to snuff it out if there's anything left.
Gorgeous.
Can Jolene roll a history check on Dead Man Walking to see if there's anything in myth, that she might know about the whereabouts of this terrifying being that is looking for
I feel like
her.
this was foreshadowed off mic.
Go ahead.
Help.
Give me a DC 25 history check with disadvantage, please.
With
Roll
with-
it straight because you have help.
Is this history? What do I got to history? Okay, I don't think it's possible for me to pass this.
You got it.
Well, I'm gonna give myself bardic.
You can't give yourself
I
bardic.
can't give myself
There is a college that lets you do that.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's not yours.
Well, that's not gonna happen. So
Do you want to use your?
12
You have
plus-
three. You have three inspirations.
12
That's also
plus
true.
2, 14. 14 plus the what is the inspiration?
D8.
So you have
Inspiration.
a 2d8. So you have
okay.
one survival inspiration and then one
So
inspiration that I gave you before
14.
before the.
Okay. Okay. So a D6 and a D8. Is
D6
what
and a
I'm
D8.
adding to this. So I have 14. Is it even possible? Is what I'm asking. Even if I crit it on both, would that
Yeah.
be possible?
It would double your score.
Okay.
Yeah,
Fuck it.
you can definitely make it.
Fuck it. Why not?
What's the DC?
DC 25.
25?
Yeah,
I have 14.
it's possible.
Yeah, you
Okay.
got that.
There is a non-zero chance.
So 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24.
Oh,
Sorry.
Damn.
Truly, you go through the entire day, and there was nothing
Damn.
except of Tarnation. There was a board of kind of like people of interest in the area. Hoardmother, kind of couple other know-nothing names, and one of them was a contract killer. I think you know who it is. Dead Man Walking.
Damn.
We will resolve that later.
Oh no!
We head back into town. No?
Okay. Good morning, everyone. Quick question before we go anywhere. What's the plan here? We can go back to Tarnation, however, we did promise to bring back everyone who was missing. So, that is problem number one. We, Miss Jolene, can talk to the mayor and try and make things a bit smoother, or
yes.
we can just go to the thirds now.
We go to thirds now.
Ooh.
Do you think we can make it to the thirds?
Also, I need a point of order. Those of us who have dinosaurs, we need to take off rations for your dinosaurs as well.
Even though we
use
even though we got the
rations.
thing?
Yeah, well, because you guys don't need rations. Your dinosaurs have
Oh,
a
that's fair.
too.
That's fair. That's fair.
We need
Tough.
2
You know it's
for.
balanced.
We need 3 for Sweetie, and then 2 for Patchy.
3 rations.
Every time you level up your dinosaur, he needs an extra ration.
That makes sense. That makes
So,
sense.
So
never mind. Fuck what I said.
Point of order now. I don't know if you remember this. Was the Blue Devil bloodied?
you wouldn't know that information.
Well, I kind of feel like I need it.
For your class feature, for your Dino Sapien feature?
Yeah.
No.
Damn. Well, never mind. Then, yeah. Ignore what I was going to say.
So we have 2 people who said something and then probably said ignore what I said. So
The man walking.
You can resolve that in a minute.
I don't even know if you know that. Do you know that that's who's going after Jolene
Yeah,
yet?
we.
Does anyone know yet?
Hickory let us know who
Okay.
it was as we were walking back to the cart.
Shit.
I
Okay.
say we go see Melon then.
Now, for what reason?
I'm hungry.
Can't argue with that, I suppose. Anyone else?
I punched down the wall that I made earlier in the night.
Glorious.
Decision made.
I personally would like to avoid that major cities for as long as possible. Personally.
Well, then there we go. We are back at an impasse. We can go back to see the Melon Man, which will then put Miss Jolene in danger. Or
Yes?
we put all of us in danger and just go to the thirds.
Half of us go to town, grab more rations, and catch up with the
We're
rest.
gonna put everyone in danger for the sake of saving me from danger.
Hey,
We'll
man,
go
even,
into town.
even I know you've
Well,
never
I'm
split the
also
party.
plumb out of food.
I
will
can
not
We
be
gotta
disguise
stock up.
myself.
Again, we could go scavenging in the Wasteland Beyond.
I
I've
do
got a
have
ring
my
of
disguise kit as well.
I've also got a ring of disguise self.
And
I've
if
got
we
options.
find more bugs, I punch. Easy enough.
So we're not gonna sacrifice everyone for my sake. I'll figure it out. I got it. I can protect myself, believe it or not. Okay, let's go.
Beautiful. So we head back into Tarnation.
Yes.
Wonderful.
Does anyone have disguise self?
I believe I do, and I've also got ring
You've
of
got
disguise
the
self,
ring,
so.
right?
Oh yeah, there you go.
Yeah, so.
I have
Easy
a
enough.
disguise kit.
Yeah.
Marvelous. We head back into town. All of us kind of like sauntering back in. You got
Bring us
Patchy.
disguise self.
You have Patchy's rations for the day.
No.
We need 2 rations for Patchy who
We
wants
need
to give
2,
them up.
yeah.
I'll give you.
Beautiful, thank you.
That's 1. You have 2 or you have 1?
I
To
have
give you one.
Okay. Go ahead and mark
Love
off
How
one
much
ration
rations
for
do
each of
you have?
I have 3 left now.
I'll give you,
Still? That's honestly, I
Oh
thought
my
we were
God.
all plumb out. I have
well,
none.
I got like 6 from.
4
Start.
shinies each for your troubles.
Oh, cheers.
Beautiful. Look at us,
Each.
commerce. Excellent.
4 what?
I think I still
4
owe,
shinies.
4 shinies.
I think I still owe the general store 4 shinies, so that'll do kindly.
There
I
you
thought
go.
kindly was different than
A
shiny.
favor for a favor.
Kindly, my friend.
It is different price.
Different word.
Wonderful. You currently owe. Let's see. Collectively, the Hoardmother was worth 3,500 kindies.
Fantastic.
And then so you promised your, yeah. So divided by 7.
Sick.
Cool.
So 5.
Wonderful. We head back into town. Yes. We see kind of a sprawling landscape of just bubbling pits of tar geysering into the sky. Many a creature and monster kind of scurrying about looking for anything that could be considered food. And we approach. You are now entering Tar Nation. Go ahead, everyone, make a perception check for me, please.
21.
21.
7.
I also got a 7.
Plumb out of good rolls over here.
I'm using them all up. Today's been a good dizzy roll day.
Hey, I got 2 nat 20s in a row.
Today's been a very good Disney roll day. Very,
We're all rolling
Thank
pretty
you.
well.
Yeah.
Maybe Chastity's our
21 you said, right?
If it helps, I got a 25.
Cool.
Cool.
For those of us plus 20, we see the city of Tarnation is bustling again. You hear music, you see plenty of gondolas, you see kind of people in stalls out again. And life breathed back into Tarnation once again. What do you guys do here? We're approaching kind of the town square. We all kind of see the landmarks that we have seen before. We see kind of like munitions and more. We see the bucking Bronto. We see other things. And in the middle of the town square is Hickory Stump, who is kind of like sat in kind of crisscross applesauce playing a violin, playing like a fiddle. And he looks at you guys and he goes, "Well, welcome back. Took you long enough. I had to do all of this fucking work for you."
Oh, I don't want to hear one word about it, my friend. You owe me one still for, what was it,
Yes.
tumbleweed?
Tumbleweed Town.
Yes.
All right, I think you were a little intoxicated, my friend.
Oh, yes.
And you guys kind of bicker back and forth like old lovers. And everyone's kind of seems bustling again. And then you see Thras Hornback, the mayor of Tarnation, comes out and he goes, great, good news, yes?
Yeah.
No.
Fantastic
So-
news.
so-
Wonderful. Where's
Great
the body?
Well, you see, unfortunately...
Oh, she is not dead.
The body escaped.
The body was eaten.
It's harsh out there.
I need everybody to please make a persuasion check. We're gonna call it for each. This is gonna be a group check.
Persuasion or deception?
Please say persuasion. Please say persuasion.
Persuasion and then
Or
deception?
Deception. It is a blatant lie. If you had not said, if you said the body got away, it'd be a persuasion check because it's not technically a lie. But he was eaten is
That's
a
cocked.
lie.
That's cocked. Reroll that. That's cocked.
Was that a natural 20?
Yeah,
Well,
no, it was not.
Can I
nothing.
make
It was cocked.
a shiesty argument?
Okay.
The mayor never asked about a specific body. He just said the body. So when I said the body, he didn't know what body I was talking about? No?
Okay.
Or I can just
I
make my
also-
argument and roll.
I rolled a. I
mean,
got a.
it
20, I think I got
doesn't
23.
matter.
It was a 17 plus 6.
Natural 20 plus 5.
Okay.
It's 25.
I will say the goings on of hunting for wanteds is cut and dry. It is a job. It is DOA. Dead, obliterated, assassinated. That is what is asked of bounty
Like
hunters.
eaten?
We're making an obliterated argument.
However, in order for a council of many payout, a piece of the corpse has to be brought. Those of us who are kind of more in the wanted lifestyle know that there are these like kind of coffin runners, kind of masked people on the outskirts of town who are the people who are that kind of collection booths. They will give you whatever money. They'll take the remains. They put it in the coffin on their backs and they walk into the wasteland. So, how do we want to do this?
Or got an 8,
We're on 8. Okay,
just so you know.
beautiful.
Like
So
I
the
said, my
side of the truth is
deception-
losing.
Yeah. I the
Natural
I did
20, we're
Natural
gonna-
20 deception check.
Okay,
I did a dirty 20.
30, 20,
11.
11, 23.
Also got a dirty 20
Okay,
for the side of the truth.
wonderful.
This is the first time I've rolled +1 for these kind of checks, and I still
I'm
fail.
going to check something real quick. Give me 1 second.
Kill us.
Nah, not with a natural 20. He wouldn't waste a natural 20 like that.
Vinny, you get a 1.
It's not my one.
Yes, it is.
You got a boon.
It was my
Oh,
5.
natural 5. That's right.
There you go.
You also had you have a boon
Mm.
out against you.
No, he used my 5 just
no,
now.
I'm
so
not. I'm not
No,
using
no,
it
no.
just
Oh,
yet.
okay.
Ah, boo.
No.
You said it. It's on
Boom.
recording. We have it.
Okay.
Sorry.
Yeah, you're good. We already have one. Danny, cut this.
Thraz is perturbed, I will say, upon hearing that no corpse has been exhumed because there is no corpse to be had as she's still alive. He is raising an eyebrow. In that instance, we all see that Hickory gets up from the ground and he grabs Thraz's face, puts his thumb on his forehead, and he says, "Sleep." And Thraz falls into his arms, and he's kind of like burping Thraz like a little baby. And he goes, "Go play. Daddy will take care of it."
Whatever would I do without you, Hickory?
Thank
Wait.
you, Daddy.
We're even.
There we go. We're even.
And he begins to kind of like slow dance with this like, asleep body in the middle of the town square. Anyone else who we can kind of go where we want to go? Melon Man, munitions, yes?
Yes, I would like to go speak to the munitions dealer.
Beautiful. Fantastic. You see Cedar, the man at munitions. What news?
Well, Zeta, I have your 5 shinies as promised.
And claps it in his hands, and he says, "Thank you. She's been terrorizing us for a couple weeks. I don't know how long we can last. I was one of maybe 4 shops open.
I'm afraid I can't assuage your fears too much. Again, I am an honest man, so I will say she is not dead yet. Yet. However, I can say with certainty that small fry like her get eaten up quite quickly by the crime meridian. And if not them, the White Fleet Knights will get her soon enough. And if not them, well, Cedar, my boy, I will make sure that I do.
Thank you. What was your name?
You may call me Declan.
And he shakes your hand. He goes, nice to meet you, Declan.
Nice to meet you.
If you ever need anything here in Tarnation, I'm yours. And we go on our way. Who's talking to Matthew Mellon of Mellon and Company?
I volunteer or.
Is that Cedar?
I think
like
you
the
know
tree?
who's talking to Matthew Mellon.
I just want to ask around town.
Cool. What are you looking for?
More information on which one do I want? No one's gonna really know about that. Let's just do the people I'm searching for.
Beautiful. Go ahead. Give me a history check.
While he rolls that, I would just like to...
History or investigation?
Investigation, we'll call it.
I would like to just...
It's a 10.
10. It's not that you could. There's just no one here for you.
Yeah.
This is not this. As you know, Tarnation is a pretty safe place. It's hard to get to. There's a lot of like environmental hazards that dissuade big parties of like rowdy outlaws to come here. It's like kind of big sand traps. These rough terrain, the tar, all of it. So you're not going to see any of these like big names here. You think as we head towards, other side, that's where you're going to get more information.
Okay.
And that's where we'll be heading to next.
Gotcha.
Who else here?
I'm gonna go talk to the fucking Mellon man.
Mellon. Hello, traveler. My name is Matthew Mellon. At your service.
Hello, Mellon man. I require melon.
Wonderful. How much money you have, dear friend?
None.
My boner ties. You do know the nature of commerce. We have money. I have melon.
I have no money.
He has 5
But
gold
I know,
shinies.
but I know money is like punching, so I can punch someone for you. Who would you like me to punch? And then I get melon.
Interesting proposal.
He's rolling. He's rolling.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
I can do a persuasion check. I get +1s on those for today.
We'll say at the moment, dear friend, there is no one I need punching.
How much will 5 shinies get him?
5 of my best melons, dear friend.
I'll hand him 5 shinies.
Who do you want me to punch for you?
That one friend, I want to make sure you can eat and survive.
Wonderful.
This does not make sense.
We lose 5 shinies, we get 5 melons.
Thank you.
And
Throw that in my melon count.
you at 6 now?
No, I had 0 because
Oh,
I
that's
ate my last one last night. Well, actually no, because we got
yeah,
the.
you can get it back.
Thank you.
Wonderful. And we see that he looks at you and is like, I guess you're one of the good ones, huh? Anything else we'd like to do here before we set sail?
Yes, or would like to turn to Jolene.
Oh God.
I did not do any punching, yet he still pay for melon.
Yeah. Yeah. No, that's how money works. You give it to someone and then they give you a good or a service in exchange. In this instance, he gave the money in exchange for the melons. No punching needed.
But they're my melon, not. They're your melon?
It was a gift. It was a present, a gift. Something that you do for someone that is your friend.
We're going to say this happens for another 30 minutes.
Great.
As we're heading out, Jolene, you spot
Oh.
the kind of mission board in kind of as we're heading out.
Yeah.
Yes.
How much would it be to buy rations?
I
real
was gonna
quick?
say.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
all
we
need
stopped for
rations, so I'm like, why don't we do that real
Rations for
quick
sure.
and then we'll do
Wonderful.
that.
Yeah. How much money are we looking to spend here?
Well, Jolene still has 20 shinies left, 18 kindies, and $14. So
Do I know how many rations we'll need to get to the thirds?
City of Thirds. If we hightail it, it's gonna take about 7 days.
7 days, so 7 rations because we need
7
one.
rations for each of you, plus
Plus
plus 2 for each day for Igor Dinosaur, and then Sweetie's gonna have so Patch is gonna get 2.
unless we
Sweetie's
do
gonna get 3
unless we
a day.
do some campfire stories along the way.
And also,
You would need one more. You would have more campfires
Yeah.
for like a day on the precipice of the day off.
well, and also we can scavenge, and we have ore in Santiago. I can also run that my trick coin play, kind of a couple times, a couple different spots to grab some rations without spending any money if we want to do that.
Is the trick coin not a once per day thing? It's like anytime you want, you can just return it to your hand.
Within reason.
All right.
Distance.
I would
Probably
I'd
just.
just
I
like-
would
I'd
say I
like
would
to know
want to
the-
buy
the specs
3
of this item.
rounds of
I don't have a
handgun ammunition and then 5
It's
rations.
per se, it's
Or
more narrative.
I'll just take care of myself. 7 rations.
Cool. You guys know you could spend each ration is going to be about 5 kindies. Okay, so if we have shinies, now's the time. Yes.
So
So
5
if it's-
kindies.
5 kindies. How many shinies is 5 kindies?
That isn't any shinies. That's like 5 cents.
Okay, so if I
Wait.
spent
Okay.
like
Wait. Well, I'm gonna run it back.
If 500
I'm gonna run it
kindies
back here.
is 1 shiny, then 5 kindies is 5 cents of a shiny.
0.05.
Yeah. Okay. So pennies, dollars, $100.
Yes.
Right. 100 of is okay. Out
Hold
of
on.
shinies. Fuck! I really written myself into a pickle.
Yeah, you
Hold on.
did.
No.
Your
I'm
exchange rate.
telling you the math. If
Yeah.
if what you set out is true, and $100 is 1 kindy, and 100 kindies is 1 shiny, then 5 kindies is 5 cents. 5 tenths of a shiny.
I'm calling it. It's gonna be 1 shiny.
There you
Because
go.
that was the exchange rate for a melon as well, and a melon is worth 1 round.
So then it's
Okay.
500
Ergo.
kindies.
Well, I got 5 of his best melons though.
Is
Of
it?
his best melon.
so it's 1 shiny per ration.
per ration. Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
That's
We'll call it.
so much easier. Okay.
Why'd you
It's
have to
also
do 3?
so much more expensive.
How much?
So,
is
my
3 rounds
apologies
of
on that.
ammunition?
We can resolve that back later.
Yeah. I'll just get
Can
rid
I
of the
run an
7.
insight check to see how many places I can? I think I can confidently run my false coin trick.
You can get. I will say, give me a sleight of hand check. If you beat a 10, you get 1. If you beat a 20, you get 2.
Okay.
Can I go to get when in the ration station? Is
Yes.
there any way I can charm my way for that price to go down?
We'll role play a little bit.
Can I get help from Hickory?
Hickory's still dancing. With a sleeping cat.
Then 14.
14. You get 1 free ration. Okay. Yes.
Yes. So okay, while we're getting the rations, Jolene's gonna go up to the shopkeeper. What's the shopkeeper? What's your name, honey?
Ooh, fun! I get to have a name.
I've been named. I exist.
I've been named. You see, there is a humanoid man. He's just straight up human guy. Darker skin. He's wearing like an apron, like a leather apron. And he's like attending to kind of some foodstuffs here. And he goes, "Hello, traveler. My name is Dion Law. Nice to meet you.
Hi, Dion.
What are you in the mood for today?"
Oh well, I'm in the mood for some deals. Is what I'm in the mood for.
Yes.
Maybe maybe a little chat. Who knows? Who's to say what's gonna happen? And she gives his like bicep a little slap. She goes, "Well, you see, I'm in a bit of a pickle here, Dion, and I've got this adventure that I'm about to go on, and you know, truth be told, I'm not really too keen on these kinds of things. And I've got a dinosaur I've also got to take care of. So you can see kind of the predicament I'm in. I don't really have the funds to be spending all this money on rations, but I've really got to go. I'm in a bit of a situation. And she like puts on her biggest doe eyes and she's like, so is there any deal you could cut me? I need about 21 rations.
He beats your pretty princess privilege
No!
with a natural 20.
Whoa.
So he bypasses. So this is going to be a persuasion check because you're telling the truth. Versus his insight.
Persuasion?
It's going to be a persuasion check.
I'll do you one better. I got a 27.
27. Fine. It's maybe not the most glorious deal you've ever gotten in your life. How much are you willing to spend right now?
I would like to spend about 15 shinies
15 shinies.
for about 21 rations.
15 shinies. He'll match you at 20 rations.
Okay.
So he'll throw in
I'll
five.
take that. Yeah, yeah.
He'll throw you 5 extra rations in for free.
This is
Hell
the
yeah.
art of
Hell
the
yeah,
deal.
Works.
Works.
Good for me. Thank you so much. Or she gives him a little like kiss on the cheek. You're a doll.
Yep. You guys kind of just clean house here. Anything else before we head into the City of Thirds?
I'm buying 26 rations.
26 rations?
Yeah.
Cool. We're going to head back to the munitions dealer. We are looking for ammunition, correct?
Yeah, just 3 rounds of handgun.
Cedar goes, say you're with the
Who?
like the folk who went and stopped the Hoardmother, right?
Cedar knows me.
Yes, what's his name?
Oh no! That hurts so much.
Especially because you just walked out.
I am awful with names.
That's my bad.
We're out of
You would know.
obligation.
You would know. Normally, 25 shinies would get you a full chamber of 6 bullets.
I don't have 25
so
shinies.
expensive.
I have 14 shinies, so I will buy half of that.
14 will get you 3.
Would get me 3 exactly. So I will just buy 3 rounds, which is perfect because then I have 5 and 5 still.
Beautiful. Instead of grabbing like the bottom shelf, he reaches up and gets you 3 out of a good box, and these are plus 1 rounds. So +1 to hit, +1 to damage. So you get 3 of them.
Okay.
Let's go outside and waste the bullets.
No, so it's 3 plus 1. So it's +1 to attack and +1
To
to
hit.
damage.
So +1 to damage. Yes.
This is the moment where we would insert where Chastity is if she needs rations / ammunition for anything.
She doesn't need ammunition.
All right, Claire.
Because she's
She ain't shooting shit.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
Chastity is also a wanderer.
Gotcha.
That is part of her religion, is kind of going out and scavenging on her own. Like her proclivity for just finding things is her space. So like when she's hungry, she'll go out and find food and come back. As is the way of the church with no walls.
This is the way.
Sorry,
Sorry, that's copyrighted.
Okay.
And
My
it's
friends,
Disney, who knows?
we head back out into the wasteland beyond. We are going to run some survival checks here. Cool. I need everyone to make me. We're going 7 DC 12 survival checks.
Jeez. With advantage.
Jolene will have help on 4,
Thanks, love.
and Vinny will have help on 3.
Can a bardic inspiration be used on a survival check?
Bardic Inspiration can be used on anything.
Technically, you can use all of your bardic inspirations for each one
Multiple
of these.
nights, yeah.
Because it's every time we take a long
It's
rest,
a
you
long
get it
rest,
back.
yeah.
How many do you have right now? 2?
I have 3 right now. Yeah,
Awesome.
3. So I'll give.
I don't need. I've got advantage on every roll.
Okay.
I don't need it.
Who feels like they might need it?
Low on survival. Anyone? Anyone low on survival?
All right. So I'll throw.
3
Yeah.
on everyone.
Yeah, works
Yeah.
for me.
20.
If we
Can
get
I
into
just
combat,
use that as 2 saves?
you'll want
Natural
the
20 is
That's
going to be
true.
good for one, but
I'll
it'll
give
cover,
you-
it'll cover whoever failed that first one.
I'll give
Okay.
you 1 each night
Works.
for
in
each
case,
night.
in case there's a counter.
and then I'll
a
hold
counter
on to 2.
Is that D8?
You said
Yeah.
DC 12s?
DC 12. I mean, no, whoever doesn't beat a 12, because that will spark an encounter.
Yeah,
Got
we're
2.
we're fucked on day 6.
I'm rolling. Yeah.
Would we all like to use our survival inspirations on day
Oh,
6?
Actually, yeah,
shit.
I'm gonna use
Well,
my
I rolled in that
Well,
one.
this would mean that all of these are coalescing on day 6. So we're not
Yeah.
running 3 combats back to back.
Okay.
I'm gonna use my survival.
Yeah, same. Fuck that. I'll run 1 combat, but I'm
So
not.
no, so day 6 would be 1 combat.
Oh wait, also
Oh,
I passed day
so
6. Never mind.
Each day will count as 1 continuous day, right?
Right.
So if we have 3 people fail, it's not 3 instances on that day. It's 1 failure for the whole team,
Right.
right? So it's more advantageous to cover 1 person that failed on 1 day than covering 3 people that failed on 1 day.
Yeah, I
Because
think
they're
we're, I
gonna
think
be
we're fucked day
equal.
6, but every day other than that, I
Every
think it's
day.
good.
Every
Yeah.
day we've covered, yes?
Yeah.
Wonderful. I need somebody to roll a D100, please.
Oh, I have a D100.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Tatum's got his big D100.
Who's?
You're putting it in this?
No.
No,
Danny's fucked up both times.
Let me do it.
Goblin.
No. Overruled.
Someone else
Sorry.
roll.
Again, these
Let me
can-
do it.
Guys,
these-
it's an actual D100. I
Overrolled.
don't have one of these. Are you
Sorry.
kidding me? This is torture.
Roll it.
Me?
Yeah.
Oh my
Why?
God,
That's our
No,
second
don't-
worst option.
Don't roll it in that
Give it
because
to
it's
Diz.
been
Diz
it's
has been
been
rolling
doing
great.
cock.
This has been rolling well.
This
tonight.
has been rolling well.
I've also
I
rolled.
just
But
I've also
also-
rolled 3 nat 20s
I think
tonight.
either way.
I've
someone's
also
gotta
rolled a
roll the
couple nat
fucking
20s
thing.
tonight.
I
Come
can roll it.
on.
Someone's gotta roll the fucking thing.
Oh, roll it.
Roll it, Mina. Just roll it.
31, I see.
31.
Yeah,
31. Okay.
I just want a hole.
I just want to see what it works.
Oh my god.
No.
I know.
No.
45.
It's so tough.
No.
45 or
no,
28?
No,
I don't know,
no,
it's a
no,
little-
Hunter,
45.
no. Hunter, no. Hunter, please.
Hold please. Hold please.
A desert storm tears through our party late in the night. The temperature drops suddenly. Nothing bad happens, except we lose 7 rations as a table. So who would like to forfeit their rations?
I will forfeit.
What is
my
B
rations.
equivalent
I'll
to on the
take
table?
It says on the top.
I'm-
It is equivalent to members in the party.
Good to know.
how many? So how many
how
do I have
many
to give
are you
up?
giving
6
up?
cold damage?
86 cold damage. But
I'm
that
naturally
is,
good at nature checks, so
that would
I don't
be
mind
for,
scavenging because he's kind of
actually,
built
yeah,
to
we have-
be
we
in
have
the
temporary
wild.
hit
I
points.
bought the 7 rations because I didn't want to have to roll that much, but I can get rid of the 7 rations and know I'll be fine.
What if we
keep-
get
I
get
have
rid of
3
one
extra.
each, and then one person? I would say Santiago with the most amount of rations gives up 2. That's
I don't mind
that's
that.
7.
I had 3 extra, anyways.
Also, one for Amelia as well. One for Chassis.
Oh yeah, well then that's 7.
Okay.
Everyone just loses 1.
Okay.
Fine by me.
Is that fine with everyone?
Yeah,
sounds
that's fine
fair.
with me.
Well, you don't need rations. I'm assuming.
Technically.
Yeah.
I give all mine to you.
Santiago,
You've
you
been
and
eating
I
too
will
this
be
entire time.
Going
Okay.
scavenging because I
Yes,
am
we
plumb
will.
out.
It's mechanic we talked about. We didn't
And a hunting
that's it.
trap.
As a joke.
Yeah.
So
am-
I'm assuming Chastity loses one of her fucking
Mushrooms?
begging strips.
Yeah.
And everyone,
Begging strips is crazy work, dog.
and then I lose. I'm sorry, Helen.
It rolled away.
It's alright,
That,
bud.
that was also out of character. That wasn't in the accent. That was just Griffin talking.
For those of us, it matters too. We all collectively lose our temporary hit points.
Yeah.
Just in general, it
Damn.
was a 30.
Oh, okay.
So you guys survive the night. You lose the temporary hit points, and we lose 7 rations as a table.
Okay.
Wow.
If like I said, somebody.
That could have been worse, honestly. I'm
Oh,
okay
yeah.
with that.
Some
That's
of
fine.
these. So that was the first of many. There are a lot of these encounters that are just environmental
Like
hazards.
events.
A lot of them say you take this, you roll again.
Oh.
That was probably, I think, the only one that says you just lose. So one of them
damn.
is like you lose ammunition, roll again.
All right.
Could be worse.
I hope I lose my javelin.
We're at the fucked up city now.
We approach.
Sorry, I'm not excited to be here. Jolene feels like this is a trap every which way.
The 24 hours we got the +1 to one of our stats. Is that gone?
Yeah, it's been 7 days.
Okay.
7 days pass. Go ahead and mark off rations that we just got.
Fuck.
As 7 days has elapsed. We approach a bastion city. One of which is massive. You can see from hundreds of miles away. The night falls. We can see fireworks lighting up the night sky. As we approach closer and closer, we see that this is a triangle. 3 sides of the city of Thirds is the main city of New Hecco, the city of Thirds, home of all magic in New Pangea.
Oh shit.
A few of us have been here before. Santiago, is it good to be back?
It's bittersweet.
Marvelous. Give me a color.
Red.
Red. Rojo. We head up to the upmost corner of the city of Thirds. There are 3 colors that you know of. Red, yellow, blue. Each are cut in perfect segments where none is overlapping another. We head to your home turf, the red district of the city of Thirds. Here, we see streets lined with people, maybe the most diverse crowd you've ever seen. Up until this point, you've seen mostly humanoid, very human-esque. Here are orcs and goblins and human folk, and we have people that are like kind of barnyard critters. Like you see a family of chicken folk who are like nursing egg in a Bjorn. There is a like cow people and monster, like everybody is here. There are big stretches of flags that are colorful lining the streets. We hear music, we smell food, we are in a paradise. What would we like to do here?
Or's eyes are completely glazed over from the moment he saw fireworks.
Cool. What would we like to do here?
Santiago, my friend, this is your turf. You show us where we're going. I would offer that we could split and try and find some information about Abigail. However, none of the rest of us are too familiar with this territory, and I do believe our friend Or needs to do some exploring.
Can I do a perception check
Jolene
of the
also
people
wants to do a
around us?
perception.
Yeah,
Check.
go ahead. Anybody who wants to can go. You can make any check you like.
Can I do investigation instead of perception and actively look for faces that I think might
Yeah.
cause trouble?
Definitely.
Insight.
Insight on whom?
The crowd.
Okay, it would be a perception check. Insight would be kind of pertaining to one specific person and their body language.
12.
12? Well, it's so
Actually-
bustling here. Yes.
Can I make an insight check on Or?
Or, yeah, go ahead.
This is against what?
Are you trying to hide it?
Oh,
Okay.
I'm literally just a gape.
25.
25. You see he's in awe. And I think this is the first time we've seen anybody that is kind of a creature-esque.
Mm-hmm.
Other than Santiago, of course, and Vinny. There's so much noise. I think you guys understand that you can cover more ground if you split. This is a big city. Maybe having kind of crews taking the primary colors, a yellow team, a red team, and a blue team, might be advantageous.
Damn, we're getting a lot of this from an insight check.
Going to, we're trying to find Nocturnals Anonymous, right? That would be located in blue. You guys see that in this red district, flags of a massive sun, like red flags with a white sun in the middle.
It's inverse of Japan.
It's a circle with spikes on the end.
Leave it to you to choose the one that's the inverse of Japan.
I picked red.
I know. That's
Uh,
why I was like.
Yeah, this
Makes
is
sense.
No.
the only way I can describe this. It's like Hogwarts, like Hogsmeade specifically, meets
Oh.
El Dorado.
Okay.
It is like Mexican culture combined with magic. There are people on magic carpets. There is a like kind of little abuela who is like she's got like a big kind of witch's hat and she's
Hell
playing
yeah.
a churro like a flute.
That's so-
And
so stupid.
there is kind of like big murals that are kind of like swirling around where people are like walking into them like they're a part of the street because they are. It is fantastical and impossible and unlike anything you've ever seen. While we're inside the City of Thirds, no spell requires a monetary cost. Are we splitting up?
17 investigation to search for
Investigation
faces in the
check.
crowd.
Yeah. You can spot some kind of like kind of nefarious activity, kind of pickpockets and stuff going on. You would think going further into the City of Thirds would lead you to more dicey paths. Here in the outskirts, outer wall, that is kind of
Underbelly.
more shops and kind of entertainment and things of that. The city becomes more itself as we reach the center of it.
I want to catch one of the pickpocketers' hands.
Let's see. Go ahead and give me a sleight of hand check.
13.
Can I give help?
13 beats a 12.
Oh, never mind. Man.
Yeah.
You love the help action, don't you?
Dude,
It's really
being
good.
a mastermind rogue,
You feel
help
something
everyone.
slide into a pocket of yours, and immediately, like, kind of, your bag gets a little lighter as like you grab a wrist of somebody, and you turn around. There's a kid in a mask that looks like a skull. He's got like a bandana and it's got like a skull underneath it. What do you say?
I bring him down to eye level to where like the brim is covering his eyes, so only him and I are locking eyes. I go, you can't have everything. One shiny, tell me how to get inside. And I point, and I think I point to like an alleyway to like suggest how do I get to the underbelly of the city.
Glorious. Give me an intimidation check with advantage, please.
That's a 21.
21. Excellent. He's like, I don't know anything. Okay, I'm just trying to eat. And your wording specifically was, how do I get to the underbelly?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Or how, like, where's the rougher side of town? Like, I think it's more, if I say underbelly, I feel like that's too much or can be too vague, but also reveal so much of like, oh, this guy's up to no good.
Yeah.
I think it's more of like, how do I get to the meat of the city?
You see, he kind of like points to an alleyway, and there is a kind of flickering kind of like bulb that it keeps going on, like on and off and on and off. In the flashes of light, you see like things moving around on the walls of things that aren't there. There are like you see a silhouette of two people kind of meeting, and like they pass something to each other in their hands, and they go off. You understand that there is no underbelly. It is everything that happens in the blinks and flashes of light that nobody can see. Things are always happening in the City of Thirds.
It's
Okay.
a pulse.
It's a pulse. Okay.
There is, it's like some sort of like shadows or something that's moving. It's like there are moments where you can see silhouettes of people, and in the moments when there is no light, there's nothing to see.
Then, upon seeing that, I think he would rephrase and go, if everything's got a pulse, where's the heart?
In the center of the city.
Thank you kindly, and I'll give him a shiny.
He kisses it, he does a Hail Mary, and he like walks forward. You see as he's going down, it looks like he's going down into a set of stairs that aren't there.
Right there.
Before he goes off, can the mocker be in the way?
What are you trying to do?
The kid was wearing a little skull mask, right? The mocker wants to stop him and slowly peel the mask away and pull it off and say, "The living should never masquerade for the dead."
Do you look like yourself?
Kids would see the mocker. They're innocent.
You scare him. You have the bandana. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what you're trying to get out of this.
No, I'm not trying to get anything out of it. Just there's a life lesson.
He strides away. Cool. What are we going?
Is there anything that's like super familiar to Santiago where we're at right now?
Where you're at again? This is shops.
Yeah.
This is downtown Disney.
Yeah.
Essentially, that is tons of food stalls. You see kind of like fry bread and conchas everywhere. Like there are like active people here that just like this is where they go. They don't go further into the city.
Yeah.
The real heart of the city is in the center of it.
Yeah.
That's where the excitement is. There are kind of like fight rings that happen here. The major entertainment of the entire City of Thirds happens in the middle of the triangle of the City of Thirds.
I was going to ask about that. I know you said there's 3 sections.
There's 3 sections that the edges are really like defined.
Right.
It is blue and then yellow and then red. They don't intersect. The colors kind of remain where they are. And then as soon as those lines converge, in the middle is an arena. That is the main entertainment. People place bets. People lose their minds. It is the like cornerstone of it's like that.
I had that wrong.
Yeah, it is the like I said, the cornerstone of your experience in
Audio listeners,
the City of Thirds.
love you to death. As soon as Hunter said that there was an arena in the center of town,
Jesus Christ.
Griffin has been staring at Santiago, visibly shaking.
You wouldn't know this.
I know.
It's not been said to you.
This is a psychic message.
Cool.
And
It was a
also
little bit more
audio
than a psychic.
listeners, let me know through the map. We'll show it on Instagram.
Cool. If we all kind of head out on our separate ways, there is kind of a like an observatory here that's fairly good. A lot of books and history and culture to be had here. There's a lot of everything.
We gotta go to the center.
Vinny, are you splitting off?
No, I'll center with them, but I'm gonna hang in the back of the group. Collar up, mask
Give me
on.
one extra perception check, please, with advantage.
Sure.
Ooh.
That's a cool 7.
Cool 7. You are trying to find anything that is of note here. Something dangerous, something that might be after you, someone you might be looking for. There is one person stepping out of this shadow on one of the walls. She opens it like a door, and she turns. She like in like your periphery. You see she like puts on a bandana around her face, and she turns and looks at you, and you make eye contact for a second, and then in that moment, she puts her hand up. You feel the rush of wind as a broomstick comes and claps in her hands as she goes backwards. And is just taken out into the wind. The only thing you were able to see is she had a sidearm, like a pistol on her hip. That was a trigger with maybe like a chamber. And she had a witch's hat that had like the brim of a cowboy hat.
That goes fucking hard.
Like kind of like black witch's hat pointed straight up with the brim like of a cowboy hat.
I want to see that. I want to see that hat.
It was a moment.
Was it? So you said it was a like person or
Woman.
Just a human?
Human. Well, I mean, you as far as you could tell.
Okay. So mask over face. We lock eyes. Do I give in to this? Is this the thing? Oh, brother. Look.
Do you head out in that direction?
Oh, I want to say yes so bad, but I also know because of how low I rolled, the likelihood of me actually being successful in that was so slim to none.
Yeah, I mean, she was fucking gone.
She was gone. And
And you don't have your moon shoes.
I don't have my moon shoes. Whatever am I supposed
You
to
also
do? I'm gonna follow her.
Fuck yes. Okay, wonderful. We lose Vinny in the crowd. Does Jolene do anything here?
Jolene only is gonna go where she is specifically asked to go because she doesn't like being here. She
Wonderful.
feels like this is all a trap. She feels like there is someone that is out to get her specifically here.
Would you like to make a perception check?
I
for me,
would
please?
love to do that.
Go ahead.
Be like a 9. That's not gonna suffice.
A 9. You don't spot anyone in particular. You don't spot a dead man walk.
Yeah,
There
I
is-
didn't figure.
At the very edge of the crowd, towards the opening of the gate of the City of Thirds, there is one person that is pointing in your general direction that you see.
That's so fucking scary.
Is anyone else? No one else is around me presently. Everyone else is on.
Nobody else sees it. There's
Okay, Jolene starts slapping Declan like rapid. And
Yes,
are you
yes,
see, are
yes.
Are you seeing pointing at me? Why are they pointing at me? I don't like that they're pointing at me. Do
Don't look
something.
at him. Don't
I'm
make
not
eye
looking.
contact.
I'm
Hey, don't look
panicking
at-
though.
there's no one there.
Who are you talking about, my dear?
They're fucking. Oh my god. Okay. So it was this person down at the end of the fucking over there, and Jolene is like pointing over in the direction that they were. And she's like, and they were. I swear to God, they were pointing right at me, and they were
Miss
talking.
Jolene.
There's like a mariachi band over there.
Miss Jolene, I understand your fear right now. Listen, let me finish. I understand, and I'm not saying I don't believe you. I do believe you, and I understand your vigilance. I think for now our best bet is to get you something to drink, and to get. I know I don't want to be here either, Jolene.
So
But
I'm
we
agreed.
have
I
to.
I would love a fucking
Let's
drink
get some
right
drinks.
now.
Yes.
The two of you kind of peel off to a bar.
Or are you coming?
Um,
What are you doing?
Still like agape, like he's still like.
Jolene like grabs him. and-
or you kind of like, as you kind of take in the splendor of it all of this happens again in the same moment. Like as soon as we get here, the flow of the people here just kind of overtakes everybody. Vinny heads off. We see Jolene and Declan kind of peel off. You're heading kind of straight into the heart of the city. Or you are kind of caught. You're kind of like something comes by and hits you in the back of the head. That kind of snaps you back into reality a little bit. And you see there's no one around you that you know. Everyone had gone. Chastity is with you too. You know, I'm sure Mocker and Santiago are together. Vinny's off. You're kind of by yourself. You see there is a kind of storefront that has like a kind of cartoon version of a kind of Dino Sapien giving a thumbs up.
Love it.
And we will know Or by the trail he leaves.
I'm just
What would you like to do?
Hey, it's catching my attention. I'm gonna head towards that shop.
Cool. It's like a clothing shop. You kind of like walk through. You're kind of so big, your head kind of smacks into
Yeah.
the door frame. You see just very nice, affordable, sensible clothing. And
Anything in my size?
go ahead. Give me a.
It's like if
luck
the door
check,
frame
please.
can't fit me, I don't know if the clothes can. What?
Go ahead and give me just a luck check, please. Just
Luck check?
Yeah.
4.
4. Definitely not.
Yeah, I didn't think so.
You pick up a shirt that is like maybe like 4 sizes too small.
Yeah.
Crop top.
And you hear like some voice under like by the counter. There's like talking, and it's like muffled a little bit. It's like, oh, I'm so sorry, I can't be up. And then you hear a, ow, oh, wow. And like a Dinosapien woman kind of like crawls out from the counter, and she's like holding her like horn.
Yeah.
She goes, hi, sorry, my name is Sarah. What can I do for you? And you see she is a Triceratops. She is like light pink with like kind of blue undertones. And she's like has got like a like a measuring tape over her shoulder.
Mm-hmm.
Her fingers are like kind of pricked with like sewing needles and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
She's like, oh, hi.
Is she anywhere equivalent to my size?
Yeah. Maybe
Yeah.
like a little bit shorter than you are,
Sure.
but like taller than your friends.
Yeah.
Do you need something tailored?
You look
Like me? Sorry. Sorry, Johnny Cash. My
Jesus Christ.
Sorry. My name is Sarah. This is my store. Try Sarah's Tops.
Try Sarah's top.
And what can I do for you, stranger? What is your name?
or
Is that it?
the
Wow. Do you need something?
You.
You're not the mother by chance, are you?
Wonderful.
I kind of want to take that.
There's kind of you were at a loss for words for a little bit, but she goes, if you can't loiter here, so I'm gonna be off soon. If you want to keep talking.
The
And she goes, she like pulls out a little piece of paper and she writes. She goes, I have sorry, I've been looking for a date. Not a date. So it's a friend of mine. She bought tickets for a thing, and I have tickets for a thing, and she's not coming to the tickets for a thing, and I would like somebody to sit next to me.
everyone's turning towards me. That's so funny. I'm too high for this shit, man. Session Zeros does not condone usage of drugs.
I think we do.
I think
Except I think most of us do.
The legal
Absolutely
ones.
does.
Yeah, the legal
So
ones.
I mean, do you like fighting? I have tickets for a fight if you want to watch people fight.
He puts his fist in his hand.
Cool. Okay. Well, I mean, she gives you like a location.
Is it on a piece of paper?
It's on a piece of paper.
He grabs it and doesn't realize how thin or how weak paper is because this is the first time he's ever getting paper, and he very daintily takes his claws and grabs the edge of it.
She kind of chuckles to herself and she grabs your big palm, and she kind of peels the paper out and she sticks it on your horn.
Ah! Sorry, that's really cute.
It's like right in where you can kind of see it if you kind of cross your eyes a little bit.
I don't think I can read,
But
but I'll take it.
Just
is.
or can't either.
Yeah.
But yeah, it says City of Thirds Fight Committee.
Well, yes.
And
I'll learn that
it's
when
at
someone else reads it to me.
it's at later tonight.
Does it have a degree?
Yeah.
Okay.
You can't read.
Yeah, now you gotta do it.
Now I gotta think about it. Later tonight would be at 130 degrees.
Okay.
Would say.
I go, tonight.
Tonight? Is that okay?
Duh.
It's just you don't see many dino folk around here, so.
I have not seen any since I awoke.
I haven't seen any since I awoke today either.
Cute. She's so cute.
So, it's a date, not date, but it's maybe I could take me.
Date.
Yeah.
Give her a melon.
Thank you. Yeah, and he hands it like the best melon of the bunch, and just date.
Date.
I always thought I'd get flowers, but melon is good. I like melon.
He's best.
Yes, melon.
Say, what was his name? Martin Mellon.
Matthew.
Say, Matthew Mellon, give me melon. I give you melon as gift.
Thank you. She like kind of like scurries for something, and she like gives you just a piece of fabric. I don't.
Just like a yard of it.
She takes it. She goes. I should like rub it on her neck. A favor of my gratitude.
Dude, our life is in a place where 6 of us, like, this is doing a lot. This is doing a lot for me personally. I don't want to speak for everyone. This is great.
But yeah, we
Danke.
kind of cut to you kind of going back out onto the street, and you see
It's given the rom-com where he
You don't know.
doesn't know anything, and she's showing him everything.
where you kind of know where to go. You see, now that you come to think of it, you see the City of Thirds Fight Committee, big massive posters of these like luchadors, these fighters, these wrestlers, and you say one of them says, "Come see the strongest man in the world, Tyrannosaurus Flex."
Oh!
And
yeah,
a
dude.
big hulking man built like a wall with a luchador mask that looks to be of like scales, that looks like it'd be like dino scales.
Sounds so
Big
cool.
handlebar mustache, flexing, and you see the vein is pointing like that way. And,
I'm imagining Tedior
Flex.
from
Tyrannosaurus Flex, baby.
not Tedior, Torg from Borderlands.
Yeah, let's take a break.
Cool.
Okay.
Hey Zeros, thank you so much for tuning in to our very first campaign of our live play pod. If you have a hunger for more content, please check out the Session Zeros Patreon, where you'll find exclusive content, homebrews, and other live play shows, as well as the full PDF sourcebook of our Deserts and Dinos 5e expansion, where you can play alongside us with new subclasses, new races, homebrewed monsters, mechanics, and the brand new class, the Grappler Specialist, made by yours truly. And stay tuned for our Masks the New Generation Powered by Apocalypse campaign coming in February 25, called Hit or Miss, the Black Mask Saga. So gather your courage, friends, and venture with us into the wasteland beyond. Good luck out there. You're gonna need it.
We pick up, I'll say, with Jolene and Declan. The two of you, we kind of clamber into a tavern here. What do you guys like looking to do? You're looking to drink?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay, we can do that. We can drink. The only place that's really readily available at the moment is a tavern by the name of Hook, Line, and Stinker. It is a like a 3-story building, it looks like, and you see there's a ton of people here. It is a like you see it is kind of set round. You walk in, shit stinks. Stinks in here.
Yeah.
There
We're going
is
Stinker.
fecal matter.
Mm.
In the center of this room is a massive pit that seems to be a river of fecal material.
Oh.
People are sat in chairs that are lining this circle going up into the 3 stories that all have fishing lines going
No.
into this pit, and they are all pulling out like artifacts, like kind of there are like snatches of money, there are like weapons and stuff that are being drawn out of this place, and they're all having a laugh. It's like a ice hole, ice fishing.
But
that's-
that's shit.
That is,
But
yeah,
at the shit pit.
poo poo.
Yeah.
Is this in the red district?
Yeah.
Okay.
Is that a problem?
No. I was just trying to get a sense of the vibe of the red district.
This is everything. Again, it is-
Rancid.
Yeah,
This is what the
apparently.
vibe
You're
is.
seeing mostly kind of like goblinoid,
Tracks.
goblins and things like that. Like,
Jolene takes her like shawl and is like tying it around her face to like get the scent to like fucking chill a little bit
beautiful. Yeah.
and to
is-
also cover her face.
Must we stay?
I don't want.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
want
I
to.
say
I really
we
don't want
leave.
to.
There
I
is
hate
there is a
it.
table of 2 that has 2 fishing rods right there.
Now,
No.
here's
No.
so
There,
here's
No.
there is a
No.
palpable curiosity
Dude,
as to what
Declan, do
drinks
not make me
they
sit in the
serve.
fucking shit
fair enough.
pit.
Let's go. You're right. You're right. When you're
But
right,
you
you're right.
gotta look
Coward.
at the menu.
Coward.
No.
When you're right, you're right.
You're a coward.
I will come back here with Vinny. Do not worry. I will be coming back here. I want to see what's in the shit.
Declan doesn't like this shit, but Joe?
Oh, Joe wants to see what's in the shit, dude. Joe wants to see what's in the shit real bad.
If he wants to know on a nat 20 roll, what does he get out of that?
What's in the shit?
I just want to know what they're serving on the menu.
but no,
It's gotta
Chocolate pudding.
No, we leave, my dear. Yeah, we leave. Yes,
Fine.
we're gone.
Miscellaneous
you see
corn.
some basic ass tavern down the way called the Drowsy Stag. It's got a bar on it.
Great. That's
Looks like
what we
every other one.
want.
There's
I
nothing
could
fun or
do
interesting.
it. I
There's
could
no
do that.
mini games to be had here.
I could do it without the attitude.
Hey,
got a,
man.
We got a fishing mini game.
Don't
but with
listen.
shit.
I'm all about a Big the Cat fishing minigame. I'm all about it.
Take the cat.
Why with the shit though?
Sonic Menu.
This is a
Hook,
big-
line,
it's a-
and stinker. What do
Hook,
you
line, and
not
stinker, dude.
understand?
You got
Thank
the
you.
so you got the name first and went.
I usually my naming conventions are name first.
Yeah, that's
then
right.
Haven't you watched
around
the GM
it.
Roundtable?
You're right. There you go.
It
Fair
is-
enough.
It is almost exclusively that.
So
Okay,
so
fine.
we go to the Drowsy Stag.
Drowsy Stag. Very boring in here, and there's nothing on the walls, and people are
Now this.
And everyone's dressed
full
in
of-
gray.
Now
This
this
is
is
an
my
establishment.
lifestyle.
I can get behind this kind of establishment. It's low key.
it's full of old people, and there's a person that dies of cardiac arrest. just in
Sick,
the
dude.
center.
That's an empty table.
You head over. You see the person kind of like is like
Can I
is like
search their body for?
he's like eating like a corn on the cob,
So-
and he goes, "Oh," and then falls face down.
Any
You, like,
shinies on him?
You push him over, and he slumps to the ground. You
Any-
get on your hands and knees and search the body.
Yeah, sure do, dude. Fuck it. We're in the thirds, right?
When in Rome.
What's happening?
When in the thirds.
Just because you're in the third doesn't mean you have to be a fucking savage.
Dude,
After
That
what
brings
they've
us to
witnessed
it.
at the old shit pit.
If anything, the actual savage is acting less savage.
what happened? How did we get here? You know what's crazy? We didn't do anything. We didn't do shit. We reacted like normal human
was
beings.
putting the 2 people on nicotine withdrawal.
Oh, that's so
on
real.
a group all by themselves.
See, the problem is you guys didn't do shit. That's what Hunter wanted.
Oh, you're right.
And
You're
now-
right. That's the
A
pitch.
totally awesome shit fishing minigame.
I just
I am ruined.
I would have done it.
Yeah,
On
let's make it a
I
beeline.
will say on a
Carried like Pepe Le Pew.
on a natural 20. Go ahead and give me a D100, please.
Oh, I'm scared.
Hunter, help roll
Oh,
it
it's gonna be
because
so
it sucks.
Listen, I would have loved
What am I-
to fish.
Into shit.
What is that? Looks like it. Okay, try it again.
This thing's always
Just
motherfucking
do it in
cock,
the
bro.
fucking
Well,
palm,
yeah,
bro.
it's a metal ball.
I think we'll call that a 70.
70,
74.
yeah.
Mm,
It's my dice.
Yeah.
big
74.
money.
That is something that cannot be obtained.
74
Legally, I need-
shinies.
What do you
Another
mean
roll.
no? That's
It
what I
doesn't-
rolled. Fuck you.
Okay.
Wait. 74. A new covered wagon.
Dude, you found some keys.
Check it. Check it.
Watch me, he says.
This person is dead.
Established.
Fuck. You rummage. You see on their person. They're dressed very plainly. Slacks, suspenders, shirt. You reach in a pocket and you pull out a wallet. Opening up the wallet, you see that it is kind of just like a void. You're like, that's interesting. You look inside. You can't see anything. You reach inside and you find a piece of paper. It is a deed to a covered wagon.
Fortuitous.
Go ahead. Go ahead and run your scene, I guess.
That kind of fucked me up because Jolene popping back over the table. Fortuitous. To a poor Declan who just had to push a dead man out of a chair.
Jolene. I hate the thirds. I hate the thirds.
I don't want to be here either. What are we supposed to be doing right now?
Well, you and I are relaxing for a second.
Word. I don't want to be here. I want to leave, now.
So here's where we're at. You are actively on the run. Vinny is actively on the run. I am actively on the run. Oh, by the way, it's highly likely. Oh, yeah. So we're all on the run.
Yeah.
So that's great. Now, we're here to find Abigail and the people of Tarnation, or at least some idea of it. Of course, you and I are the most equipped to talk here.
Mm.
At least in the people sense. So my thoughts are we look and see about any new arrivals in town lately. But to do that, I do need you to stop looking over your shoulder every 2 seconds. So we're going to take a second and we're going to breathe.
Fine.
You say with a deed to a new wagon in hand. Let me dry my tears.
She fans herself with the deed. All right.
Things do seem to work out for you. Now, my best plan, and you can stop me if you have any other ideas, is just perimeter down to meet Santiago in the center.
Hell yeah. Works for me. Let's go.
And
Ford Ranger, actually.
And so we will, I think, stay here for a drink for Miss Jolene, and then take off to go look for some information.
Fucking ridiculous. Cool.
I don't know why you're mad at us for
Because
not
I wanted
wanting
you guys to play the poop game.
No.
Why couldn't you play the poop game?
We are.
You said we're leaving to go to a tavern, and I was like, perfect. How did you know?
Into my
Santiago.
trap.
We head deep into the city of thirds. You make great timing. You know your way around the alleyways. You can kind of dodge and weave around here. Go ahead and give me a history check, please, with advantage.
Oh my god. 19?
19? Cool.
Yeah.
Wonderful. There's a lot that you know about here, about this place. Magical and wild as it may be. Go ahead, ask me any question you'd like about the city of thirds.
Do I know what happened in the event that made Santiago's family flee?
No.
No.
I think Vague kind of talks about it.
Because He was old enough to remember.
Was old enough to remember was a kind of polite parent conversation of get your shit. We need to leave.
Okay.
Go ahead and ask me anything about the city of Thirds itself.
Is
Crazy.
there anybody of significant importance in this town that Santiago can go look for?
You can talk to the
That's a
mayor.
good question too.
I don't think you would know him personally. the mayor.
Yeah.
He's been the mayor kind of for quite some time. He probably still is. But his name was Romano. And he is kind of super friendly. Just like kind of little old. There is an office. Kind of like there's several. I mean, comedy comes in threes.
Mm-hmm.
There are 3 offices for each of the kind of intersecting lines, kind of encroaching the middle arena of the city of Thirds. In one of them, you find an older gentleman in a very nice suit with a bolo tie, slick white hair, kind of a white mustache. What will you say to him? And he goes, hello, friend. How are you?
The mayor?
Yes, my name is Armando. Nice to meet you. And you are?
Santiago Rawhide. I lived here a couple years ago.
Yeah. And he like strokes his mustache and he goes, I remember. What can I do for you?
If you remember me, perchance you remember my sister,
Yes.
Abigail.
Yes, Abigail. Yes, of course. Where is she? He like is looking around.
I was hoping you'd know that. Have you seen her at all?
No, my friend. I'm so sorry. Do you have any whereabouts?
I fear she's gone missing. I haven't seen her in quite a while now. I was hoping she'd end up here.
You see, like he's got like a monocle on like attached to his lapel, and he like looks into it, kind of like almost like he's like looking into a separate dimension. And he goes, I don't know, my friend. I'm so sorry. Do you have any clue about where she might be?
Would it be safe to bring up the Hoardmother?
Yeah. I mean, like to him. I mean, like he's not going to be, like a part of it.
Yeah.
But like, it's not like
I
he's
was
gonna,
more
like,
in terms of like, Santiago was probably like, yo, is this gonna put me like on a wanted list or something?
No, I
No.
don't think you get that
Okay.
information. He's asking if you have any kind of like leads
Yeah.
where she might be.
I reckon y'all have been having problem with the Hoardmother. Y'all heard of that?
Yes, a while ago, maybe a few months, she come in, she wreak havoc, she does bad, and we kick her out. Now she's around, I suppose. We kind of hear that she's found a new steed. Bad news. Stay away.
Yeah.
We're aware.
Have y'all had anyone of significance go missing? Just people?
Not
Trafficking of any
really.
sort?
We try to keep our eye out, but if you're looking for missing people who are crooked and so on, the Sleepwalkers Club, Nocturnals Anonymous, they is a place that during the night, I fear. But in the Blue District, some ways away, that's where you want to go.
Thank you, sir.
I'm sorry if I did not have any information for you.
I get what I can take.
And he grabs you by the shoulder, and you feel his hand. It's like he kind of squeezes you. Find her. And he goes on to help other people that are like loading up cabbages and they keep falling over, and he's like crawling children back to their.
I don't like him.
With that being said,
I don't like him.
we all kind of zoom out of the city of Thirds. All of us are in different places. We see that as we pan out, we get a cut of Vinny doing parkour. You're like jumping off of walls trying to find this lady who is
Gooner.
Really on a broomstick, just looking for something, and you're trying to keep toe. We see the two of you in a bar in the red district. You in the center. You are kind of floating towards the yellow district, and you are in the blue district kind of now.
To our audio listeners, love you to death. The order of that was.
I was gonna say something.
The order of that would be Diz and Ace being in the bar, Mina and Tatum. What do you say?
At the mayor.
And the mayor, or near the edge of the red district, and Vinny keeping up with.
In the yellow district.
In the yellow district.
Vinny, you do see that the emblems have kind of shifted, and now there are series of stars. It is instead of one big sun, it's 3 stars going down in the middle.
Yellow background, white stars.
Yellow background, white stars. And with that, we head out. Thank you so much for joining us, my friends. It's a little slow burn episode here with all the excitement that is happening prior. So thank you very much. We will see you next time, and we'll catch you in the City of Thirds.
Bye, zeros.
Bye, zeros.
Bye.